she gave wasn't in vain. I sacrificed for your entertainment, boy. I'm Mr. Anderson in the Matrix. Check the last name, it's all facts. In the human race, it's all about pacing. Look at all the ones I outlasted. I'm the one at the end, like I count backwards. Never satisfied, details classified till the afterlife. Make a sacrifice done.
Why can't y'all recognize that we all came from sacrifice? Why can't y'all recognize that we all came from sacrifice?
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Cousins' Redskins going up against Cutler's Dolphins.
Thank you, Larry. It is a hot and humid afternoon as we get set for football in the southern part of the Sunshine State in Miami, Florida. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he's got room. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 61 yards on the ground. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a handoff working right. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Cutler. And it's caught. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So opening drive third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, and the ball should be there. And then they can do some work afterwards.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is not going to get through here on try number one. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Two straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jaycazzz taking it in. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This is the first carry for Rob Kelly. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. To throw, Cousins. Completes it to Davis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Cousins to his tight end, Davis. Good for a Washington first. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. A give. This is Kelly. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Throwing is Cousins. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 more there and another first down.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. They'll hand it off to Kelly. There he goes inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Rob Kelly, 42 yards. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground. Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays, too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Cutler. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll throw on first down with Cutler. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now Cutler. On the left side, this is Stills. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And now here's a carry heading left. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. The Dolphins on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Now Cutler looking to throw. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal here from the 9. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll look to throw it with Cutler. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Following the interception, Cousins throwing the out route and complete. It's Davis. A gain of 6 there on first. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second down, Cousins. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This is Kelly, and he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll out of defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Throwing, Cousins. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Now Cousins on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former Eagle, Nate Allen. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Now after the interception, here's Cutler. Flush to his right. Going deep here for Parker. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. They'll go again with Kelly. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They run with it. It's Kelly. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. On the run, it's Kelly. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Escaping the pressure right. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Reed. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Running right with Kelly. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Kelly. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So now on 4th down, Jay Gruden will call on his field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Second down now after the pass completion. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Miami. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And now here's a carry heading left. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. Cutler will throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now it's Cutler. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. From the red zone now, here's Cutler on 1st down. Thomas has got it. Complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. Back to throw. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on comes the kicker, Cody Parkey, in a big spot. And Parkey's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so. But this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They'll look to throw. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Trying to hurry to the line on the very outskirts of field goal range. He's back to throw. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it second down. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Cousins to his big target. Reed and the Redskins have a first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll set them back 5. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And no, wide left. It's no good. And a tough finish to this one. Well, Charles, coaches always talk after losses about putting that behind you and moving on. But in a case like this, when you could have won it with a chip shot field goal and you miss it, that is going to sting for a little while, isn't it?
Some are tougher to put behind you than others, right? We always talk about compartmentalizing. What is the rule, coach? Always about 24-hour rule after a game, and then you move on. That's tough because that was a very makeable field goal. In fact, I think you and I were both just shocked that he did knock it through the post.